Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. In the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The 49ers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wide out in motion. Here comes the option. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Cowboys decide to punt it away.
Number 12 on to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his big tight end. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
The quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field, so simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy first down.
Brown wants to pass. Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great.
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's off. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, I want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Albuquerque. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's going for it all. Snags it down the right side. Then he breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Charlotte. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wants to throw on first down. Going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The 49ers headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man enough for the first. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Wyoming 14, Charlotte 7.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Brown will throw it. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
4-2 Spider.
On the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Now, 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Slide 22. Squirrel.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Mung. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Brown wants to pass. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Going up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. These corners going to give them some space. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires the pass, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. It's Mung. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The 49ers will kick it away to start the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to...
And he's running in the open. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
4 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to throw, it's Mung. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get outside. Plows through the defense. At the 45, on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
But that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown 49ers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 32.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Charlotte, 21.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense.
They've
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to pass. It's Mung. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Getting some heat. He's got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Snagged in the middle. It's King. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. The give out of the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Mung. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
The This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wyoming, 33. Charlotte, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
On the double.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yankee blue. In blue. In blue.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Wyoming, 33. Charlotte, 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying to turn the corner on the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Green 25.
The play action fake. Hubs it downfield. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Wyoming. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 18 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. It's Ellis. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the 49ers will hustle to the line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Black 24. Black 24. Hop, hop. Here we go.
Brown will throw it. Spits it out to the back. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught on the outside, it's King. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Mung using the quick game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but